Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem HaKadosh.
double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and much peace and blessing to all you sincere Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. We're the brothers from Great Millstone, Miami Camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. And Lord willing, this is edifying, alright? Tonight, we want to speak on how the Lord is getting ready to stop talking, alright? He's getting ready to draw back his word.
That's right.
Okay, we're leaving actually the time of talking, and we're going into the time of action. Okay, going back, well, even the scriptures which we're going to get, Lord willing, the Lord said He sent His prophets out from the beginning. Going back to the times of Adam.
Sure.
The Lord been sending out His prophets in the cool of the day, warning the whole world, okay, about the return of the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahweh Shai, the true judge, the true king of the earth, coming back to restore righteousness on the earth. Okay, and in these latter days, in these last days, in so-called modern times, the Lord sent, starting with Elijah coming back in the reincarnation, which we know was Abba Bivens, around the times of, the late 1960s, 1969, okay, to turn back the hearts of the children to the fathers and to the fathers to the children, setting up, getting the ball rolling through the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, with King Masha, all right, High Priest Yaquel, High Priest Ariyah, going down to, our apostles and elders, starting with Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, and the rest of the apostles and elders on down. In these last days, the Lord sent His men out, and they just set this world on fire through the spirit power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, with this word.
That's right.
And even in the last, which our apostles and elders have been going out teaching way before YouTube was a thing. But since YouTube came out around the time 2007, this truth has just totally exploded, man. It's through the hard work of our apostles and elders. Now here we are in 2022. Damn near every Jake knows he's an Israelite, especially here in America.
Right.
And you got all types of Israelites out there. Certain people, they like to lump Israel in one group, which for the most part we all teach we're Israelites, but you got some Israelites out there that believe in some crazy shit.
Right.
But and they got a lot of Israelites out there that want to speak against the camps. Camps. We don't dealing with camps, and the men on the streets. They're they want to call us conspiracy theorists and whatnot. But it's because of the men going out on the streets, starting with Apostle Har and brothers on down, going out teaching, and even some of these other One West camps that consistently go out and teaching. That's how really this Israelite thing really blew up.
That's right.
But here we are in the past couple, few years. It's really no excuse. This truth has truly gone out throughout the four corners of the earth.
Sure.
And the Lord said, when that happens, then shall the end come.
Sure.
And this is where we at now, man. If you have if the Lord is working with you, if the Lord has opened up your eyes, opened up your discernment, you've been a part of this thing. And I'm speaking to brothers that's really in this thing. Okay. Me myself haven't been in this thing long at all, but if you've been around long enough, you should be able to see, man, this thing is really truly at the end.
That's
No
right.
matter what time you came into this truth, if you came in, you felt like this thing was at the end.
That's right.
But now, so more than ever, you just know this shit is over with.
Mm-hmm.
We only got just a couple prophecies, and they getting ready to pop off, man.
Yeah, that's right.
So we know for a fact, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the Lord is getting ready to pull back this word, man. It's been going out long enough. Jake doesn't have an excuse, especially now with this whole thing with Kanye, Kyrie, and the rest of them. Okay? Jake has no excuse. They heard this thing and they made their decision. So the Lord is getting ready to, you know, bring out his judgment. Okay? So, you know, we could go ahead with the scriptures and Lord willing, this thing is edifying, man. Let's bring out this Ecclesiastes first.
I'll bring this out first. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 3. I'm going to start at 1 and jump down to a point. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Alright, there's a time and season for everything. Verse 8, jumping down verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate. What's like it? Verse 7. A time to rid and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak.
Right.
Right?
Right. Well, King Solomon said, basically he said it's a time and place for everything. Just like people say now,
Right.
they get that from King Solomon. It's a time and place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And for this past few decades, man, especially with the advent of the internet,
Yep.
which the scriptures refer to as the unicorn, this truth has fully gone out throughout the whole world through the internet, the World Wide Web.
That's right.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
Jake have no excuse. They heard it. Or like it said, was that somebody could hold that.
I got it. Romans 10:18.
Yeah, bring it up.
This is the book of Romans chapter 10, verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth.
Yeah, see, so Paul was speaking rhetorical.
Right.
You know, which you was quoting the Psalms, right? If I'm not mistaken. He said, have they not heard?
Yeah, that is. I think it is from someone.
Verily, their sound is going throughout the whole world. So you can't say that you didn't hear.
Yeah. That's right.
Jake have no excuse. You can read it again.
This is the book of Romans chapter 10, verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words into the ends of the world.
That's right. So if I may say, if you ain't, let's say, because at the end of the day you heard it from, if you ain't hearing from the men of the Lord, you heard it from somebody. All right, whether it be your top celebrity or whatever, you heard it from somebody, man. All right, that's why it's no way for you to escape that you haven't heard your Israelite, because everybody's on social media. All right, let's say you don't come across the prophets. Let's use that as an example. You don't come across the prophets. Everybody's on the internet. Everybody's on Instagram. Everybody's on YouTube. This and that. So you're going to come across this regardless. All right, you can't hide from this. All right, and ultimately it's the Lord. All right, the Lord's going to be blameless. All right, you can't use any excuse. I never knew I was an Israelite. Why am I receiving this judgment? Because there was a way that you found out, whether it be from a celebrity or from a man of the Lord himself. Mm-hmm. You know?
No cloak for their sins.
No cloak for them sins, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Finish that Ecclesiastes and then move on.
Come. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 7 again. A time to rid and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
A time to keep silence and a time to speak.
Speaking is taking place now.
Right.
You know?
And the time to keep silent is getting ready to come to pass.
Right.
The scripture say, if a brother know what that said, the Lord said that the prudent shall keep quiet in that day.
Come.
For it is an evil time.
Damn, what is it?
You know?
Shit, yeah, I got it. Amos 5:13. Therefore the prudent shall keep silence in that time, for it is an evil time. You know, so
There you go.
that's right. The Lord's gonna shut his men up. When you read Ezekiel 3:26, I shall make your tongue to cleave to the roof of your mouth. The Lord really about to shut his men the fuck up, man. All right, because the Lord been talking. All right, the Lord been doing enough talking. So real soon it's gonna be like, all right, no more talking.
Just like your father, right?
All right.
Your earthly father. If he tell you something, he may tell you once, tell you twice. When he's done talking, it's ready to go.
Right.
Even you know, this dude Andrew Tate. He even was talking about you know, he was talking about how men, you know, which we know this in the real world, man. Even like a dog, fucking a dog. If a dog, the dog that's doing the most barking,
Right.
that dog ain't finna do nothing. You know, the little small dogs, they do the most barking.
Right.
A dog that really gonna bite you, he ain't gonna bark. He just gonna bite you.
Right.
You know, if somebody got smoke with you, somebody got pressure with you, they ain't finna go back and forth arguing with you.
Right.
They may say something one time, two times, But when they see you, it's on site. You know?
What they say? I'm not for the beef over the internet. Like
Right.
nigga, they right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know.
Right, the Lord about to pull up on these niggas.
Right. I don't got time to go back and forth with you.
Yeah, well,
Listen.
yeah. This is Amos chapter 8, starting verse 11. It says, Behold, the days come, said the Lord, thy power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, Yahweh, and shall not find it. And that's ultimately how is the word of the Lord brought out through his prophets. All right, and it's going to be a point in time where the Lord is going to shut his mouth. And who's the Lord's mouth? His prophets. All right, so you're not going to see the man of the Lord on YouTube. All right, you're not going to see the man of the Lord on the highways and byways ultimately. All right, because the Lord is going to stop it. Okay?
And if I may say something, right, that's it.
There you go.
If I may say something too, man, this dawned upon me recently too. I'm pretty sure it's not the first time it dawned upon me. And you might be in situations where, you know, when all hell break loose, somebody that you recognize from out down the highways and byways, all right, somebody just come up to you seeking answers, and you might want to give them answers, but the Lord actually keeps your mouth from speaking.
Right.
You know, another thing that came to my mind, Noah. You know he wanted to open the ark, but he couldn't. All right. So Lord, in the times, the Lord is really going to shut our mouths, even if we want to speak. All right, the Lord gonna shut our mouths because, hey, my servants did enough talking, man. They did enough talking. All right, now it's time for these people to receive their judgment. It's just like brothers, our brothers and sisters, whatever. All right, y'all got a family. And you telling dad, nah, spare him. Like, nah, look, I had you watch over him. He didn't want to listen. All right, now you got to receive his judgment. You know, it is what it is. All right, you can't get in the way of it.
I got you. This is Ecclesiastes 12, it starts at 1. It says, Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. Right, and the sun and the stars in the room represents this knowledge, this wisdom and knowledge Yahweh Shai. And it says, till it not be darkened, meaning basically it being taken away, where you won't have access to hear it, to even see the men teaching the word, man. Okay, that's why I tell you, remember now the Creator, right now, while you have the leisure, to seek the Lord, man. Okay, because you won't have access to Him, later on. Okay, because the word of the Lord, in the times to go on, is going to be as basically finding gold on the floor, man. Okay, it's gonna be rare. Okay, and if the Lord don't want you to get it, you just not go get it, man.
Yeah, because you had your chance.
Sure.
Play it. Second Ezra's 9th chapter speak on, they that hold the law of the Most High when you have liberty. The same must know after death by pain.
Okay.
Somebody go. Well, you said you had something. Go ahead. You got whatever.
I got something real quick.
Let me fly.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right, so, and this is those days that we're living in now. We got this truth that's literally spiraling out like fire, man. It's literally lighting up the whole entire internet on fire.
Right.
Whether it's the brother said, with a celebrity or a random video that he saw on YouTube, man. But these other nations even know who we are, and they starting to admit it now, whether it's Esau or Ishmael. But this truth is being presented to you on a golden platter, man, and that's how you know that this prophecy being fulfilled.
That's right. If I may say, it was one of the videos that was put in one of the chats, and it was a brother, he recorded, I think he was at work, and I think it was an Edomite. She came up and she said, I know there's an old video probably a couple months ago, man. It was in the chat. You know what I'm talking about. It was in the Must Watch. And it just came up, and it was a brother, I guess, recording the conversation he was having with this woman. She was like, yeah, we know that. I think she said, like, yeah, we know we not the Jews. Y'all the Jews. Something like that. So they know, you know. They know. Everybody's starting to know, you know.
If I may add, the big nose people, majority of them know that they're not the people.
Right.
They just do it for status.
Right.
You know, because a couple years back before I came into the truth, I was asking the big nose about, you know, what he was in, what he was about. And he was like, yeah, you know, yeah, it's like status, you know. So it's just like a status thing for a lot of them, because it's not they're not really into it like that.
Right.
You know, it's just cool to be a Jew.
Right.
If you're a big nose person, it's like, you know, yeah.
It shows that all right, these set of people, y'all special to the point that all right, I gotta act like, you know, this is like a status showing that y'all special.
Yeah, you get to go around the world doing wickedness.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can't say nothing about me because I'm chosen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the devil for you. The scripture tell you that even Satan himself transformed himself into an angel of light.
Mm-hmm.
So how much more is
His sons,
right, his children.
his children.
Which like you said, those small hats, they'll be the first. Like if you coming at them in a way like it's casual, like you're not challenging them, they'll tell you, like, no, we don't really
That's
believe
true.
in that. Like we know we're not those people. We just you know, we just believe in the religion of Judaism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but even with them, when you think about the scriptures, when you think about the Bible, small hat people don't come into your mind. They're not known. When you ask somebody who's known for bringing out the scriptures, like who's really known for bringing out the scriptures, it's the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
When we think about the Bible, we think about even we know that they don't believe in the what we call the New Testament. You think about the law. Think about the Old Testament, the law. They're not known for that. They're not associated with that.
Right.
That's how you know that that's not the people, man.
Right.
When you ever seen a small hat bringing out the scriptures?
No.
They believe in the Talmud. They got their own demonic books.
And when you read the scriptures and you see different things, like the first thing that comes to your mind is not a small hat.
No.
It don't come to your mind. You know, when it comes to like the priest, you don't think about no small hat or this and that. You don't think about them.
I can bring it out.
You got something?
Yeah, no, this is like a quote I seen earlier. It's a person named Harold Wallace. My brothers know they're familiar with him. It says most Jews do not like to admit it, but our God is Lucifer, and we are His chosen people. It says most Jews do not like to admit it, but our God is Lucifer, but we are His chosen people.
I could be wrong. I think he dropped dead like not long after that. I think they whacked him.
Yeah, he was one of them big nose. Rosenthal. That's him. That's a big
right?
nose.
Yeah, Rosenthal, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you can't, because you put out the truth. You put out the truth.
They exposing yo, man.
That's
People got that fell.
that's all a part of the end.
Yeah.
The devil got to be exposed. That's the Second Thessalonians, the second chapter.
Yeah.
I got something real quick too. In the 1980 Jewish Almanac, it says, strictly speaking, it is incorrect to call an ancient Israelite a Jew, or to call a contemporary Jew an Israelite or a Hebrew. So even their own rabbis know that they're not the real, biblical Israelites according to the scriptures. So that's a known knowledge amongst themselves. Yeah.
You say Jewish. Key word ish. Like what? How's Elder Saint Bendy saying? Like for example, you're acting girlish. You're not a girl. You're a boy just acting like a girl.
Traits of them.
You're acting like you're the people, which is not.
They're basically pushing that white supremacy because they know at the end of the day they benefit from that.
Right.
That's where they could use that card, where they're able to get away free with everything.
Right.
For people who look like them, they get away with everything.
Right.
Scriptures speak about they changed the faces of the judges thereof. So from they did that, they blasphemed against the Most High, and have this white supremacy thing going. That's how they get treated to the earth, like they the gods of the earth. The scripture even tell you that, whom the God of this world have blinded.
Right.
You know, everybody, when they think of the Most High, they look at those people.
Right.
Because, I mean, we was even like that before we came into the truth.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And that's all we knew, because that's the picture we've been seeing, Cesar Borgia.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they put him, as our Lord.
But
You see?
which in
People
fact,
think- you got it.
it's like you still have more to say.
I just want to say, just with the wrong name, they put up the right name.
Which in fact that's something heavy because you change the image of our Savior that kind of put hell's. Cause I speak this for myself first one. That kind of put hell's on you because you know you look at yourself at especially at a young age. Why I say for me as example, like damn, so-called Jesus is white. That means you start thinking the mindset. Oh damn, these people are probably more superior than me. You know, you start looking at them like damn. I might not fit in, you know. That's kind of hell on Jake. Right. All right, but that's a good thing too, because once you come within this truth, you understand. Understand. You know, so-called Jesus looks something like you. Right. That's like good. That gives you hope.
Right. That brings comfort.
Yeah, it's like a light bulb.
Yeah. All your life, you've been fighting. Damn, you know. I might be, you know, I'm one of the worst people. Why the Savior don't look like me?
Right. Yeah.
You know, but hey,
that shows you all the course of the foundation of the earth is on the course, because everything is upside down. You know, they tell you that they're more superior when according to the scripture we more superior. Okay, the scriptures tell you how the one shall be stronger than the other. That's us. Okay, they try to tell us that we're the minority when the scriptures tell us that Israel shall be at the sound of the sea. You can't even count it. You can't even count Israel. But yet they tell us we're the minority. So everything is upside down. The scriptures say, I've seen servants upon horses, princes walking upon the ground. It's upside down. We the princes, but we walking on the ground at the moment. We're going to get back up on that horse when your house shall come.
That's right.
But it just goes to show you how they trick us, man.
Yep.
Right.
Scripture tell you, by thy sword thou shalt live. You know, the sword is deceiving you, lying to you, killing you.
Psychological work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. So I mean, in heaven, in this heaven, he had, in order for him to enjoy the fatness of the earth, he had to use his sword.
Right.
And he did. He did that. And, you know, he lied to you. He killed you. Yeah, he made you build up stuff.
Yep.
He told you that I'm God.
Yep.
You know.
Like, should we say, what is it? Deceive the nations.
Yeah.
Revelation 20. Verse 7.
And most of our people, they believe it. They eat up the drink up the Babylon juice, the wine of Esau.
Right.
And like your brother said, we were all in that mindset before we came into the truth. But like it says in John 3rd chapter, this is the condemnation. Light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil. They rather continue to believe a lie. The scripture says, my people love to have it so. You know, they love Esau. They love the devil because they love wickedness. And they're gonna be destroyed, man.
Right.
Trusting perverseness, trusting oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Isaiah 30 tell you that.
You know, just for example, since the whole thing was coming out, like we said, everybody is hearing about this. We had at camp 2 weeks with that. First, since this Kanye Kyrie thing been going on, last 2 weeks in a row, you know, you see more people. They looking at you different because they hearing about these things.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, one black woman came onto the camp. And she talking about what's the beef? What's the beef with Jewish people? Because Kanye and she came to save her master.
Right.
You know. Then next week we had a brother came up, sincere brother of the Northern Kingdom. I think he said he was from Peru. I think he said
I think he's from Peru.
He said he was from Peru, right? Or he said he came back from Peru or something. He was of the Northern Kingdom. You know, and he was like, he's saying what's going on and it's making sense. So it's people are choosing their sides.
Right.
The Most High is forcing people to have this conversation.
That's
And
right.
forcing these people to acknowledge the truth so they can make a decision. The Lord is speeding this thing up.
That's
All right,
right.
tell me who you with? Everybody, if you with the devil, stand right here.
Right.
If you with me, you stand on this side.
That's right. That's right.
You know.
It was a small hat that came up probably like a year ago. He literally said, all right, what you said, Gabar? It's awakening that's happening, right? You
Great
know?
awakening.
Great awakening. So they started,
That line is being drawn in the sand. You have to choose who shall you serve.
That's right.
You even have to be able to make an excuse on that day. You didn't hear the word. It was put before you, and you have to make a choice. You made your choice.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. 2 Thessalonians 2:8, and then shall that wicked. Let me see. I'm gonna read 3 and jump down. 2 Thessalonians 2:3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Jumping down to verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. And like it says, man, all right, the wicked be revealed, man, which the wicked is Esau, man. All right. And he is revealed, man. Okay. Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, which are the prophets, man. All right. We devouring this nigga, man. And another thing too, all right, we devouring this wicked place, man. All right, we making this place desolate through the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, because when you read Isaiah 34, I think it's Isaiah 34, or that's Ezekiel 34, where it talks about the Lord will make this place desolate. Okay, matter of fact, let me grab it right quick because I want to make a point. It's the book of Ezekiel, I believe, chapter 35. Salaki. Yeah, Ezekiel 35. I'll get right to the point. Ezekiel 35 and verse 3, and I say unto it, that saith the Lord God, behold, Mount Seir, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. All right, and the Lord's making this place, all right, the Lord's making this place desolate, all right, with his men, all right, by the word, all right, and real soon the Lord gonna make this place physically desolate, all right, by the missiles, all right, because it's always spiritual before it's physical. All right, it's always spiritual before it's physical. Because what the Lord always sends His men out. All right. For example, got a prime example with Noah. All right, it was spiritual before it got physical, man. All right. Shit, even the time of Jonah. All right, judgment didn't come upon Nineveh. All right, but what it was still physical. All right, before if it would to get physical, it was still physical. I mean, still a spiritual. All right, so it starts spiritual before it gets physical. All right, there's a warning. All right, before judgment, always.
You know? Amos 3:7. For the Lord will do nothing.
Yep.
But he revealeth his secret unto his servants and prophets.
That's
So
right.
before the Lord make any major move, he let his prophets know first.
That's right.
I got a precept back up what you're saying, brother.
You got Isaiah.
This is Jeremiah 35.
Come, because Isaiah, to back you up, Isaiah 42 tell you, I tell you of them. Right. Right. So it's made known to us, and what it being made known to us, what do? We go tell the people.
Exactly.
You know, what you got.
Like Habakkuk said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Right.
So he may run there and readeth it.
That's right. Yep. That's right. Mm-hmm.
That's
right.
The Lord is just and righteous in all his ways. That's right. I tell you of these things before, I'll give you the chance to clean up your eye.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You got a more.
Okay, this is Jeremiah 35:15. It says, I have sent also unto you all my servants the prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, return ye now every man from his evil way, and amend your doings, and go not after the other gods to serve them, and ye shall dwell in the land which I have given to you and to your fathers, but you have not inclined your ear nor hearkened unto me. So before the Lord does anything, like the brother was saying, he's going to send his prophets out to give the warning. Now, whether you hearken or not, that's yet to be seen. But the Lord is sending out his prophets to send that word, before that judgment comes.
Right.
Yes, sir. Going back to initial statement, where the brother opened up with, the family of the word is getting ready to come, because where we are right now, according to prophecy, you know, these people are terrified at the words that they hear. They can't believe they living in a time where their kingdom is crumbling. It's actually happening. It's being spoken into existence.
That's right.
You see? Well, this is Isaiah 13 and verse 2. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that it may go into the gates of the nobles. This word is in the gates of the nobles, man. And that's why they reacted.
That's right.
To Kanye West and to, what's his name? Kyrie Irving.
Yep.
Okay? Kyrie Irving didn't make the movie Negroes, Hebrews to Negro. He didn't make that movie.
Right.
Okay? Why didn't go after the person who made the movie? He only posted. Okay? And this guy, they have a big thing with this movie on Amazon and all these different things. Why didn't they say something to Amazon?
Right.
Why Kyrie Irving?
Because they need a scapegoat.
There you go.
They need to blame Jake. What's happening right now, they're making Jake, all right, starting with the head tribe Judah, they're making the so-called Negro man public enemy number one.
That's right.
Especially the one that called himself a Jew.
That's right.
All right, just like you going back to the times of Maccabees, all right, the Hellenization period, man. You know, the Greeks, they made it unlawful for any man to profess himself at all to be a Jew.
Right.
That's right.
That's the time we're getting into all over again.
That's right.
So they need these different public figures. They need somebody well known.
Right.
Somebody like Kyrie, you know, this dude Ronald Dot, nobody know that name.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
Kanye, everybody know him.
Right.
And they already know him to be a little off.
Right.
A little crazy. They that's what they using these people. You know, like they got a saying, never let a good crisis go to waste.
Right.
So whether these different people are set up to say what they're saying or not, Esau is going to use this as propaganda to feed the machine. Because we already know, according to prophecy, what's getting ready to happen. Demonization, persecution must come before this thing really go down.
Right.
So they need these different people that they can prop up and point the finger at, like my man Tony Montana said. You need people like me.
That's
You know?
right. That's right.
Point your finger at.
Hey.
You know, and we love it.
Necessary.
Alright, so Matthew 5 and 10, it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice, be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Right, we understand that Esau's ultimately doing this to demonize the true Meniah Bashim Shai. Okay, using Kyrie and Kanye as an example to push out that vibration. He's anti-Semitic and this and that, man. Okay, to push out, they in the wrong, man. Okay, but we already understand that, the men of old was always hated for preaching the word, man, for telling the truth. Okay, because it's not about Kanye and Kyrie. It's about the prophets, man. Okay,
Right.
the true men. Okay, Esau is he uses Jake or trying to use different people to ultimately come back to us.
Right.
Okay, because they'll be like, oh, where he got that information from? It was from him. It was the prophets. The prophets were saying that. Oh, it was the prophets' fault. They were saying that. Then he pushed it out. Okay, it was him, man. Okay, but Scripture say rejoice and be exceeding glad, because that's how it always was. Scripture says nothing new under the sun. Right, so these things are expected, to happen, man. Okay, especially with Esau and his propaganda.
Sure.
That's how you know you're at the end.
Right.
Because Esau, the last thing Esau want to do is acknowledge us.
Right.
He do not want to acknowledge us. Because he know if he acknowledges us, it's just going to draw more attention to the truth. That's why the Most High, that's why the scripture say these devils terrified. They really don't know what to do. They in straight. It's like, okay, if I persecute these niggas, more people gonna turn to the truth. More Jake gonna wake up.
Right.
You feel me? But he got to. The Most High forcing his hand. So that's how you know we really at the end, because he have to bring us up but he got to do it in a way where he got to throw in confusion. That's why they're allowing this dude movie to be on Amazon, because it's full of confusion. Y'all want the chariots ain't real. All blacks or Israel is just black. Only know the Northern Kingdom is all in Africa. The chariots ain't real.
Right. Esau's Japheth.
Right, Esau that's number one, and that's how you that's the easiest way to cut that. 2nd Ezra 6, Esau is the end of the world.
Right.
So if the white man is Japhet, then we not at the end of the world.
Right.
It means we gotta go back in slavery.
Right. Under Japhet.
Yeah.
I mean under Esau.
So that's what I'm saying. We gotta go a whole another couple generations.
Yeah.
Get our ass kicked and handed to us by Esau.
We not at the ending.
Right.
We not at the end.
Right.
And everything like you know it, right?
And Japheth, where they at? He not
So Japheth did this. So if Japheth did this, then what the hell the wicked about to do to us?
Right.
You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think about it.
Right.
So Japheth did all this shit to us.
Right. Bro, right. If
I'm scared of Esau. Nigga.
Japheth did all damn, bro.
Shit.
How much worse can it get? If it was Japheth,
Shit.
That's why Esau allowing this shit to go on, but at the same time he gonna have to do it. We know what's getting ready. He gonna have to come, all gas, no brakes.
right.
I did want to make a point, but Ra was saying how blessed are they that are persecuted for righteousness' sake, and like the brother Bah was saying, ain't nothing new under the sun. So you know how we, I perceive every brother here to love and how about Shemal Shah with all their heart, mind, and soul. But we're gonna have an opportunity to prove to him that we love him.
That's right.
Through what? Through being hated.
Right, through being hated.
Through being persecuted. We're gonna actually relive acts out again.
Right.
Being hated. But saying we're gonna be delivered, but that initial persecution and hatred, you're gonna have to actually endure that.
Right. But the thing about it, what's so beautiful about the Lord, the Lord allowed things to start. It don't start when it's that time. It starts way back then. All right, because we're already hated.
Yeah.
But it's just gonna be on another level. But we're used to the hate that we have.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be on a whole nother level. But yeah, what you said is on point.
Exactly. It's not to push fear or anything like that. It's just that the ancient prophets of the Lord, they were put in positions to prove their loyalty to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Yeah, we go out, we preach, we have class, we do those necessary things, which is routines. We do it.
Right.
But things are about to shift. Right. We're actually going to have to do certain things.
Right.
It ain't going to just be Saturdays we getting up and doing that no more.
Right.
We're going to have to actually live this thing, like live it in a sense of where we living it, but we're going to actually have to, you might got to, run or hide or and do whatever you got to do to, It's going to get there.
It's stepping on our faith.
Exactly. That's all.
And that's even twofold to the topic at hand. The time of talking is going to be over.
Yeah.
It's going to be time of action. So who is the Most High speaking through? His men.
Yeah.
So if the men is done talking, he's going to do action. The action is going to be required from the men too.
Yeah,
Let
exactly.
me just get this quick. Just to back up, because you said you have to be proven. This is Sirach 12 and 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful backup, brother.
So it's gonna be
That's true.
Because what you really is.
The reason why I brought that up is because this is my personal testimony. Just quick, and you know how you driving out, whatever you meditating, and you tell the Lord that you love Him. The Spirit telling you, you want to prove it. You love me? You gonna prove it. That's what the Spirit telling me. He gonna give you opportunity to prove that you love Him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because right now, like I said, a friend cannot be known in prosperity. Not saying that we're prospering, but it ain't not really happened yet.
Right.
Yeah, we took that initial leap of faith with our family members and that, but that's about to get He about you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But your faith gonna get too.
Right.
Because he ain't just gonna leave it down there.
Right.
But he gonna help you.
That's right. That's right. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Yeah. Hey, the Lord on our side, man. The Lord on our side, because the Lord boosting our faith now, and in the times to come too. The Lord gonna help you too. You know, because the Lord gonna pour out the Spirit upon you to do certain things. All right. You know, Peter and John. All right. Hey, man. Paul and Silas was in the prison singing, man. What the hell, bro?
Yeah.
I think,
That's gonna be some of y'all brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I say brother, I mean throughout the four corners.
Right.
I'm talking about all, you know, because the scripture is written, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Right. The scripture also say the Lord not gonna give you something that you can't handle.
Yeah.
You know, so if you are putting that case, just have in your mind, the Lord knows you can handle that.
Exactly.
You know.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was about to say they know their power, man.
Right.
And the scripture says our help us in the name of the Lord. So them being in the prison and singing, that only proves that they know their power.
Exactly. It was a brother that made he had a dream that he was persecuted. It's on a testimony video. And he said that the spirit was talking to him, man.
Come.
Which is the angels. He said the angel was talking to him and guided him out the prison.
Come.
And that what you said about Peter,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And how Paul was locked up and Peter was locked up.
Right.
And it just goes to show you, and the brother Ash, he made I'm trying to sum it up real quick, Salakia. Brother Ash made a video earlier this week about the spirit.
Right.
How you gotta walk in the spirit. So you can understand what the Lord is trying to tell you.
Right. Yeah, I think I remember.
So you
that
gotta
video.
be locked in. So if you ain't locked in, how you gonna know what you gotta be in the spirit.
Right, you gotta be paying attention.
Exactly.
Right, you gotta be paying attention.
You gotta be paying attention through the spirit, though.
Right.
Open line of communication.
But
That was it, brother.
right. But now, yeah, to back you up, yeah, you gotta be paying attention, but because we spiritual men, so you see things, you gotta pay attention to what's going on. You know, yeah, you gotta pay attention because those not there just to be there for no reason.
You gotta be present.
Yeah, you gotta be present.
Yeah.
Can't be so.
Absent-minded.
Yeah, absent-minded. Absent-minded. You just hear.
Hey, but the dudes that's like that is gonna be made manifest.
That's right. That's right.
I had a precept real quick.
You go, hold on, later.
You know, because walk in the spirit. To walk in the spirit, you gotta trust the Lord. You know, that ties in with faith also. But this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. So you're supposed to trust in the Lord wholeheartedly, you know, and not lean unto your own understanding. And all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So, you know, acknowledge the Lord, he's gonna keep you steady.
That's right.
He's gonna direct you, you know. You're gonna have the Spirit tell you where to go, do what you gotta do, you know.
Hey, he already directing your paths daily.
Come
Just
on.
acknowledge him and just have faith for the Lord and just, you know.
And for you to acknowledge him, that means you gotta be communicating with him.
Right. And prayer. You know.
And Lord's will, this we will do that. Lord will, we will do that. I'm acknowledging him, man.
And if I may say, all that starts now.
Right now.
All that starts now. Lord putting you through little things so that you can trust him for what's to come, man.
Sorry. Just building you up.
It's like you practicing.
Right.
Practicing.
Rehearsing.
Getting you ready.
Like you're a soldier in training.
It's gonna be like second nature.
Right.
You do it.
Even to walking with the spirit, even walking in the spirit, the spirit might have you like. That's Brother brought up a good example of driving. They say you drive the spirit might, how you ready to take a regular route to your house. The spirit might have you be like, nah, take another route. Right. The Lord could have made you do that for reasons. It could have been danger. All right, but that all starts right now, especially in the time we're going to get into. We're going to have to constantly walk within the spirit.
Right.
All right.
And giving the Lord types of things too. I was driving today I'm coming out 441. Sometimes you might put your head to your phone for like a split second. I put my head to my phone for like a split second. And I said, get up and step off. And they'll cut right across in front of me. And his car was turned sideways like this across my car, 441. Mine is these like separated by this much. Okay, now I take I put my eyes on the phone for a second and lift back up. But it's like, you know, somebody, when you're trying to get over, you have to make contact with the person and say, well, let me get over something. He never did that.
Right.
So even if I was looking down at the phone, so he take a chance off his own accord and try to drive in front of me. So when I lift my head back up and the person gets time to go, and he's like, just like that.
Yeah.
He never made contact with me, never get an okay from me, saying, this is mine. Like, you know, I'm going for it anyway.
Right.
So if we did hit, he would have been in the round.
Right.
Because he ain't never looked face to face with me and say, oh, let me get over or something.
Right. No signal, no nothing.
But I just say that to say, when that happened, I say, yo, Tawadi Abashim. Things like that all the time. But to work, I mash my finger, even though it might have hurt me, I say, Tawadi Abashim. Because I know it could have been worse.
It could have been worse. Could have been gone.
Always be working.
Always be here. That's right.
All right.
You got it, man.
This is you know, this topic too. This speaking on persecution. You know, that's also you know, something you want to keep in your mind. This is Hebrews chapter 13 verse 6. It says, "Say so that we may boldly."
Start verse before it.
Start at verse 3.
Okay.
I mean verse 5. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
This is Hebrews chapter 13, starting at verse 5. So let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. All right, the covet, it says, let not your conversation be without covetousness, talking about your behavior, your conduct. All right, it says, and be content with such things as ye have, for he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. It says, so that ye may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. All right, because you go to that scripture, like you good, you know, because you know you go to that scripture too. It says, "Fear not what man could do unto you, but fear." I'm roughly praising, fear that who could kill the body and the soul.
Body and soul.
All right, because we're not going to fear the things that a man's, you know, could do unto. Because ultimately, it's all of the Lord.
That's right.
All right, it's all of the Lord, man. So ultimately, we put that's the spirit. Because I did make a video of don't fear. You know, I made a video going to not fear this fear man. Because we understand that the Lord controls everything, man. Even if man would came against you, that was of the Lord. All right, but ultimately, the spirit Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, Yahweh Bashim Shai can have control of everything, and not only that, if man come against you, the Lord will protect you, man.
That's right.
And that's the mindset we have. We have the mindset that the Lord will protect us, especially the times of persecution, and even times where they actually come against us with actual full physical force, man.
Right.
Yeah. Because what the Lord's getting ready, what Esau, the Lord's gonna have Esau do, he's about to use people's covetousness against them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we live in the most covetous generation in history. Nobody's content with what they have. Everybody is on Instagram looking at what the next man got, what the next female got, and want what they got.
Right.
And that person want what somebody else got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just another in a cycle of consumerism and vanity.
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's why Esau about to roll out this MOTB, this Karag, and most of the people is gonna run with it. It's gonna be the next big thing. It's gonna be, if you don't got it, then you ain't part of the crowd. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then on top of that, if you don't got it, you ain't gonna be able to eat. You know, you ain't gonna be able to go take part in this man's society. You ain't gonna be able to go certain places, travel.
Pay rent.
Yeah, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So the Lord said, be content with what you have, and in that day, we're gonna whatever we have, we're gonna have to be cool with that. You know?
Might just be you and your knapsack.
Yeah. On the stage, like in cartoon, you walking with
Even as pilgrims, man. It might just be you and your knapsack.
That's right.
That's how we gotta be in this world.
No, that's how that's
the hell with this world.
That's gonna be the biggest test ever.
Yeah, like the brother Goodbye was saying.
You know, you're gonna try the world.
That's what the time we're going into. The time of talking is going. It's gonna be time of proving.
Yep.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
That's right.
It's gonna be time to move and walk the walk.
Working for our learning. So things like, those passages like the Lord feeding Elijah by ravens, these are the kind of scriptures you have to lean on.
You really believe that?
Right.
Right. Like you. Yeah,
You just sound cool.
Get it
right.
out.
You gotta believe that.
Yeah.
You gotta believe that a raven
Right.
can bring you
Flesh
food.
by day.
Right.
Teleport, I will cook.
Right. A brother can get teleported. You gotta believe these things.
So you might not have nothing on you, no food on you, no water, nothing
Right.
in sight.
Right.
But you gotta be content that the Lord can just bring it to you in any moment.
Right.
Rob brought out the definition of omnipotent. You gotta believe that the Lord is omnipotent.
Powerful.
I got something to back up Kabar real quick. This is St. John chapter 15 verse. I'll start at verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
That's right.
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. So those who are those who are going to be persecuted, man, which is the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because we come in the same doctrine and spirit and name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Right.
You know, but this is comfort to us as well, because we know that Yahushai went through this. We're going to go through this as well, because just how his disciples and apostles drank out of that same cup, so will his elect men as well.
Oh, Salaki, not only that, just to add on to your point, it's not just the prophets, it's the men and women and children as well.
Right.
The other men, women, and children that are going to be persecuted as well.
That's right.
For believing in Yahushua.
Right.
You know, because prophets just just a small number of us.
Right.
Got a whole big old nation. Man.
Big old nation, right? I had a precept real quick.
I got it. It's Philippians 4 and start at 11. It says, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere in all things, I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengthens me.
That's right.
Right, so whatever position that we get put in, okay, we're gonna have to be content in that situation, and also believe that I can do all things through Yahweh Shai. Okay, because Yahweh Shai is gonna be with us, man. We just have to believe that, man.
Hey, y'all seen that rat said she got offended by that scripture? Y'all ain't seen that? It was a story. There's a teacher, she had put that. That's like these females' favorite scripture, Philippians 4:13. She had put that on a parking spot. And there's a worship teacher in her parking spot at the school. And it's a small hat bitch that worked at the school. And she reported and said, this is offensive to me. The scripture said I'm being attacked. Every day after coming, I have to see this. It's attacking me. And that's just more proof that they're not the people, man.
Right. You the devil, bro. You the devil.
They hate the word. They don't want to hear it.
They rather hear it.
Hey, I want to bring up this scripture real quick. If you don't mind. This is Luke 6:22. It says, "Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast you out, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake." That's ultimately that's the time we're coming into now, man. We're gonna be cast out for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh.
Shit.
Just like the story we were just talking about just now.
Read the next verse, brother. So.
God. In verse 23 it says, "Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven."
Oh wow! Why do they keep saying be happy? Why? Because your names are written in heaven.
Right.
That's why.
Right.
Because the more and more we get into this thing later, you're gonna find out like, damn. Later, more things happen to you. Damn, it's okay. You're gonna find, okay, damn, I could be part. I could be a man. You're gonna be like, oh shit, man, I'm really. That's gonna happen.
That's a beautiful thing.
Before you leave this earth, you're gonna say to yourself, damn, I'm a man of the Lord.
if I'm correct, if you read the prayer of Azariah, Apocrypha, it says that they was like, I think they was singing in the furnace. They was singing and they was dancing, man. So come on.
In the midst of the fire.
In the midst of fire.
Yeah, it's the type of level of faith the elect gonna have to be on.
Right.
You gotta know in your spirit. It's you gonna have to have a spirit of like, man, no matter what, you know, I'm not siding with this devil. I'm not going
Right.
to take this shit.
For real.
The Lord gonna feed me.
Right.
And if you don't feed me, I'm still not gonna take your shit.
Right.
That's the spirit that they were saying.
Right, because it was like if the Most High, you know, if the Most High don't, I forgot how they said it, but it's like, hey, the Most High don't come through for us, you know.
Right.
So yeah.
And if you don't, we still ain't gonna bow down to you.
Right.
And if you have that type of mentality, if you have that spirit and you maintain that spirit to the end, you're of the elect.
That's right.
It's only the elect gonna have that mentality.
Ready for
Right.
whatever.
That's right.
I got some.
You got something? Okay.
Good.
I said that Kabar in that Hebrews 13 and 5 where it says, let your conversations be without covetousness and be content with such things as he have said, I will never leave thee nor forsake thee. No, and I went to that word and all my etymology forsake. Be someone who needs or counts on you. And the precept I wanted to bring out was Sirach 2 and 10. You know, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord that was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? The answer is nobody.
Nobody.
He came through every time.
Hey, and they believe.
That's right.
They believe.
We use these stories as prime examples for the things we go through as of right now and the things that we're about to go through. That's ultimately why we have these stories to read. It gives us comfort. It gives us understanding that we have a power, man.
That's right.
And no matter what we go through, the Lord's gonna be by our side.
That's right.
And we gonna continue bringing out that scripture to all our life, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why the Lord wrote the book for his people, man, for those that fear. You know, a quick precept is Malachi 3:16. It says, that they that feared the Lord spoke often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance is written before him for them that feared the Lord, and that thought upon his name. At the end of the day, you have to fear the Lord and have a healthy fear of the Lord. You know, Psalm 24:7 say, okay, the angel of the Lord encamping around about those that fear him and delivereth them. The reason why they were delivered is because they fear him.
That's right.
The Lord wants you to keep that fear.
That's right.
You know? Fear him. Don't fear who can kill only just the body. Fear the Lord. And then you will be in the right track. It says, and they shall be mine, said the Lord of hosts, in the day when I make up my jewels. That's talking about the elect. And I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not. You know, so at the end of the day, you gotta just keep that fear, man. You know, the Lord, the scripture tell you how the Lord is nigh unto such to be of a broken heart and a contrite spirit. That's us.
That's right.
You know, we have to come before the Lord humble and meek, you know, to try to keep that trait.
That's right.
Keep that going.
That's right.
The game is rigged. It
It's
is.
already set up.
Because you just coming back in your lot. Because you already did this before.
Yep.
Right.
You were already back there from the Romans and shit, you know. So it's like, you know, we just gotta play this bullshit out and then get the kingdom again, you know.
Right.
The game rigged, man.
Right.
You know, it's rigged for us to Lord
Right.
we're those men. We gonna win, man.
We got the victory.
You know, we just playing it out with another fresh set of body, a worse body.
One of the worst.
In a very, very, very evil place.
Yeah, just a wickeder Rome.
That's it. You mentioned that in the time of Apostle Paul, that's what they used to do. They used to go from house to house.
Yeah.
House to house, just like now.
Right.
You used to be house to house.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
God, I got some.
Exactly.
God, this Romans 11:4 says, "But what saved the answer the Most High unto him? I have reserved myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal." He's back up to Bar saying that, you know, the game is already rigged. Because the Lord already have his set men that he wants, that was been predestinated to get delivered and to not, you know, bow the knee, man, to this system, man. Okay, so it's already been set up, man. Okay, since the beginning.
So if you of the elect, you gonna make it regardless.
Yep.
If you're not of the elect, you're not gonna make it regardless.
Right.
No matter what you do.
Yeah, that's Zachariah.
It's just simple.
I mean, it's real simple. It's simplicity in the word, you know.
Right.
Right.
Simple equation. That's why what is that? I believe Peter,
Yeah.
2 Peter, give diligence and make that call.
Sure.
That's all we doing. Giving diligence. If you believe which you ought to believe, you in this truth, you're doing the things that's required of you. You ought to believe that you're of the elect.
That's
And
right.
if you believe you're of the elect, go hard with it.
Right.
Go hard with it. And endure to the end, and it's gonna be made manifest that you are of the elect.
That's right.
I got something real quick. This is for those that is rigged to win. It's Revelation 15. I'll start at 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels, having the 7 last plagues. So in them is filled up the wrath of God. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, standing on the sea of glass, having the harp of the Most High. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of God, and the song of the Lamb, saying, Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of the saints. All right, so the elect, all right, they're going to have victory over the beast, over his image, over his mark, all right, over the number of his name, man, all right? Those men ain't going to fold, okay? They ain't going to fold, and at the end of the day, their reward that they're going to receive is being able to partake in seeing their enemies receive their judgment, man, okay? Entering into the chambers, man, and also receiving a crown from Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Okay? And Lord willing, we are those men, man. Okay? Lord willing, we are those men. All right? We do what we have to do to please the Lord. All right? To the best of our ability. Hey, Lord willing, we are those men. Okay? And you got to have that spirit too. Say it humbly. All right? But say it with faith. That, hey, man, I believe I'm a man of God. You know? I believe I'm part of the elect.
That's right.
Lord willing, you know?
The Lord just want to see his men work for it.
That's right.
He just want to see us work for it. That's all. He just want to see us sweat,
That's right.
put in the effort.
Don't be on the sidelines trying to be a pretty boy. Get your hands dirty.
Right.
You know?
Firstborn, he had to do it.
Right.
Exactly.
So who are we, you know?
Right. Come on, man. Come on.
Look at him now.
Yeah, he balling.
He balling.
Firstborn balling,
Right.
boy.
On the right hand.
Right hand, boy.
God damn it. Yeah, man.
I got 2 quick ones. Back it up a war.
Come.
How the game is rigged for those who are going to win. It's Revelation 20 and 6. It says, Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power. But they shall be priests of the Most High and of Mashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. So, yes, the game is rigged for the elect to win, man.
That's right.
And also, all right, the elect, then you have the 2/3, you're going to have losers, man. And we're not trying to be a part of that number, but it's just because the brother Gabar was saying earlier, the game is rigged.
Right.
And it is the way it is, because why? That's the way the Most High set it up. That's right. This is
And
Zachariah
if you're
chapter.
playing a game, right, you have a winner and you have a loser.
Right.
You don't have somebody that, you don't got a winner and then you got like, all right, they won half and they lost some. You know, it's in the middle. That's confusion. You have winners and you have losers.
Yeah, really, Esau's the loser, not Jake, because Jake's still going, you know.
Right, you still
But I
going.
understand what you're saying. Esau's the loser.
Right. It's all losing.
Yeah.
Jake winning.
Jake gonna win, you know what I'm saying?
$1.
Our people going down this side. He ain't good though.
Right.
He all right. You know, but they still lost in a sense, but I get what you said.
Right.
Esau's the real loser.
The Lord just making a distinction between the elect and the elect of the elect.
Right.
You know?
The starters of the team
Yeah.
and those
Yeah.
that don't get on the to feel that off.
Everybody on the team get a ring, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Even if you're on the bench, you still
Yeah,
get a ring.
Jacob get the ring by default.
Right.
You know, Jacob get the kingdom by default because they Israelites.
That's how, you know.
Right.
This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all of the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. Now 2 parts talking about our own people, the Israelites. But the third shall be left therein, which is the elect. It says, and I will bring the third part through the fire. I will refine them as silver is refined. I will try them. As
Whoa. Read that again. There you go.
It says, I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them, meaning prove them, test them, try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, like you were saying earlier. The Lord want to know if you really down.
Yeah.
You gonna have to, you know.
Yeah, but it's still rigged even in that.
Even in that.
Because
he say he'll make a way for you
exactly.
to bear it. Right. You can get that next right. It says, and I will say it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. You know?
And it says tried as how gold is tried in the furnace. Because when you get gold and you want to actually purify it, you put it in the furnace, and then all the other metals, when they melt it, all the impurities, you know, they filter out, and you get nothing but pure gold. That's how they let mineral.
Acceptable man is tried in the furnace of adversity.
Yeah.
As far as a cleansing agent.
Yeah.
So every brother gonna have that moment where it ain't gonna be on the level as Yahweh Shai because he took the worst.
Right.
So it's gonna be something that you can handle.
Right.
So you might think it might be the worst thing, like but the Most High knows you. He already knows.
Right.
To be honest, brother, it might not be as bad as you might think it might be.
Right. Sometimes we think the worst.
Yeah. Your mind can condemn you just like, oh shit, God. But to be honest, Yahweh Shai really took the brunt of everything for us.
Right.
That's why he in the position where he at.
That's right.
And only he could do it.
Exactly.
Right. Only he can do it.
He the only one that had it in him.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right. That's the guy.
Right.
That's the guy.
Look at Jake, man. Jake's day gets ruined when his damn order through a fast food drive-through gets messed up.
That's true.
Right.
Hey, you're right though. You're right.
Can't take anything.
Jake like, fuck, man.
You messed up my order.
So, that's just what to say. Like,
It's killing me.
it might not be as bad as you might think it might be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to get tried, yeah, of course. But he going to try you according to your measure.
Right.
Right, it's true. It's to strive for the truth unto death. And the Lord shall fight for thee. It don't mean you have to die. It don't mean you're going to die. It just, are you willing?
There you go.
The Lord wants to see, are you willing to go through it?
That's right.
Just like going back to three holy children.
Right.
They was willing to go into the fire.
Right.
But they didn't get burned. They came out. Their clothes didn't even smell like smoke. But they was willing to do it.
That's right.
Abraham, he was willing to sacrifice Isaac.
Yeah. Don't you want to see if your woman down for you?
Right.
Shit, y'all don't know about you, but I be testing my woman. You gotta test her, see, see she down. Hey, hey baby, you see what she gonna do? Okay, all right, got you a rider. You gotta get proven.
That's right.
Don't you? We gotta prove before you come into camp.
Right.
Everybody gotta get proven.
That's right.
Right.
That ain't nothing new. Some humans do. So the Most High ain't gonna do it. Yeah, he gonna do it.
Exactly.
Right. They even prove you in this world for a job. They prove you.
Interviews.
Why
should I hire you?
Right.
You got something called probation. 3
Right.
months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the Lord about to give you everything. So of course he gonna see you,
Hey.
because he about to give you everything.
Right.
I got a preset to back you.
That's not right quick, man. Yeah, I got to back up what Gabar said. This is Romans 8. Romans 8:16. I read down. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of God, and their children, their heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Mashiach. if so be that we suffer with him, that we may also be glorified together. This is the point though. Verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
That's right.
All right, so, hey, the suffering, all right, whatever we going through now, all right, whatever we might go through in the future, man, is not to be compared to everything we're about to receive.
Right.
You know, it's not to be compared with everything we're about to receive.
Can't be compared.
Can't be compared. You know, man, you about to receive. You're never gonna die again.
Never going down again. Everlasting life.
You're never going to die again.
Never going to sit.
Yeah. You're not gonna need to worry about your children.
You got to worry about the police pulling up behind you.
Don't need to worry about your wife. You don't need to worry about it's you can just sense your alarm's about to go off before you go to work. You don't need to worry about none of that no more.
Right.
You just know you know like fuck this shit about to go off. You know?
That's how I'll be doing. I had a precept real quick. It's Revelation 2:25. It says, "But that which you have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron, and as vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father." So this is what we're going through all this persecution for. Anybody, if we gotta go through persecution, we'll go through it. But you know, at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father got something special planned for us. You know, so we just gotta endure.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
It's also good to remember what the Lord promised you too, to help keep you motivated.
That's right.
That's right.
You know,
That's right. That's right.
because Peter did.
Yep.
Right.
And the Lord, what's going on, boy? You know, hey, you know, give him everything, you know.
He wasn't being a nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
So what we finna get?
yeah. What's going on, you know? He remember we're men.
Right.
We're mortal men, so you know, he was like,
Lord, I
you
foresee
know,
all these things.
don't forget.
Everything.
I lost my job.
Hey, well, we get ready to lose those things.
God.
Knapsack, pilgrim, you know. Hey, but Lord, about to kill some of that back end. The back end gonna be serious though.
That's right.
Kingdom, brother. Kingdom.
Oh my goodness.
Ruling over nations.
We gonna be laughed at. Oh, you a bum? Nigga with a Quran in his hand. Hey, we gonna eat that, you know?
Hey, let him have it.
Go ahead, you got
it. You just got it for a little bit. That's all.
The Lord says this servant's gonna eat.
Right.
Shout out to brother.
We're gonna be merry and have abundance.
Right.
You gonna lie?
You know, the Lord could try you in several different ways.
That's right.
All right.
You know, like the brother said, it may not be as bad as you think it is. You know, Lord gonna lift up a standard.
That's right.
That's right,
You
brother.
know,
That's right.
Lord can try you without you starving.
Right.
You know, the Lord can try you without you, you know, being tortured. The Lord can try you in many different ways.
Right.
You know?
You might need to be tried in patience. The Lord might have you somewhere. You just gotta be patient, right?
Right. Exactly.
You know.
We've been tried right now.
Yeah.
Well, let's say for instance, we do get beheaded for the truth. When the scripture said we come back. You know what I'm saying? When Yahweh Shai come back, we come back with him.
The first one's on chariots.
So death ain't nothing. So it's like death or in life, we sticking to Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Either way, you know, we win.
We win.
Yeah, either way we
We
win.
win, man.
Win.
You know, that with this mindset, really, you know, with this spiritual talk, you know, this is really in us, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the seed that's been sown in us by Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
And it's only grown.
That's right.
Even these spiritual talks, it just helps us boost our faith, even with you not even knowing.
That's right.
That's right.
Because, you know, you have a spirit inside of you. And your spirit is getting fed.
That's right.
That's a beautiful analogy with the seed. Like, let's say, like when you look at an apple seed, even if you're looking at it, it's just a seed. But the seed have the information already programmed into the seed
Right.
to grow up and become an apple tree.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just like a sperm cell or whatever. You know, it's the DNA is already programmed that you look like this, you'll have this kind of hair.
That's
You know what I'm saying? So
That's right.
like you said, the seed, the word is already sown in us. The end product is you, like it says in Ephesians 4th chapter, you growing up to be as Yahweh Shai. So
That's right.
the end goal, the end is you're gonna be a man of the Lord all the way. You're gonna be like Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
If we just it's just playing out.
That's
We just growing.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
It's already set. It's already written.
That's right.
It's just about playing out.
You just playing out a role. That's right.
Because growing is multi-dimensional. What I mean by that is you got growing spiritually. You know what I'm saying? You got growing, well, really spiritually, but sometimes you might not even see your growth, but other brothers might see it.
Right.
You might like, damn, you know, I don't think I'm doing growing, but spiritually you are growing.
Right, brothers. Right.
You growing. If you doing what, if you ain't being a nigga, you growing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you being a nigga, you ain't gonna grow.
You ain't going nowhere.
You know what I'm saying? But if you doing what you gotta do, you might not be growing as fast as another brother, but you still growing.
Going nonetheless.
You know? Because every seed doesn't grow the same speed.
Same rate.
Right.
30-fold, some 30,
Mhm.
50.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Go ahead, bro.
Comfort is switching back to what I'm on about. I was talking about, after die on this side for the truth. Hey man, it's comfort because you're gonna be risen up first.
Right.
When y'all shall come back. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 16. We'll start at verse 16. It said, "For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first." All right. So those who do end up falling, being beheaded or being killed on this side, the Lord gonna rise you up first, man. And it says, verse 17, "And then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord." So even though those who don't die on the side, all right, they also gonna get caught up too. How? Through the chariots, man, the chambers, man, and so-called UFOs, man, our vehicles of salvation. All right, it says the last verse says, "Wherefore comfort one another with these words." All right, so that's what we're gonna continue to do, man. We're gonna continue comforting and exhorting each another, because you may certain man that's not gonna go do it, but it's good to comfort one another with these words, man. Hey man, if you go start to choose, man, the scripture says start unto death, man.
Right.
All right, these are words of comfort that we must hold on to, man. All right.
So you see how beautiful the scriptures is. Like, it's comfort. It's like with that. If you die, you're gonna be the first ones. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words. So it's comfort behind it, man. All right.
And that's the part, like you said.
No, go ahead.
That's the part, because the last verse says that. It says, "Wherefore comfort one another with these words." And
Look
that's
how the chapter's end.
Exactly, man. The beautiful ending, man. And it was, when your house shall come, it's going to be a beautiful ending.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
That is the end of the thing in the beginning.
That's right.
So it's grace and mercy in all his works.
That's right.
All his works. Talking myself, right? So we just have to remember. We have to remember his grace and his mercy, man. No matter what situation you in.
Grace and mercy.
It lets us know, the power that we serve is a merciful, righteous God.
That's right. That's right. He gave Esau a kingdom.
Yeah, he did.
The lowest. The lowest.
The basis of miracle.
Who he hates the most. He gave him the whole kingdom.
He let him rule 3 times back to back.
Yeah, Roman Empire.
You let these wicked ass women do what they do.
Do what they do.
You let these alphabet people go do what they do.
Everybody had their chance.
Right.
Yeah.
The Lord gave everybody a shine, bro.
He even gave us a shot at one point.
Everybody got a platform.
Right.
You got Instagram.
Yeah.
Talk
Only thing
white.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the Lord, you can't get mad at the Lord. Like the Lord does show love to everybody, bro.
He told me to make an OnlyFans and
Right.
set up feet pictures,
Right.
make $1 million.
Hey, you can't be better than the Lord.
How much you are his servants?
Right.
How much those that truly serve him in truth and sincerity?
Right. That's right.
Lord got us.
That's right.
That's right. That's what the scriptures say. Come from one another. And how many times we done heard these scriptures, man? We heard it, but it's just constantly being ingrained in us over
Right.
and over and over.
It touches every time.
Yeah,
You know.
it's in us. That's what I'm saying. Like the word is in us already.
That's right.
So no matter what, it can't be taken away. It's
That's right.
in us.
It's in us. The formula is in us. You know.
A quick one, this is Rock 2 and 11. It says, "For the Lord is full of compassion and of mercy, long suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction." At the end of the day, yeah, the Lord is very merciful, man. Okay, and the scriptures tell you how the Lord will pardon abundantly, man. This is Isaiah chapter 55, I read from 6. It says, "Seek ye the Lord while he may be found, call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him. So our power, for he will abundantly pardon." So the Lord abundantly pardons. Right. At the end of the day, you have to know that. That's why the scripture says, don't let your sins weigh you down. You know, don't condemn yourself. See, the scripture say, Proverbs 13 and 6, see what he will do with you. And you cannot see what he will do with you unless you give that opportunity. It's all of the Lord at the end of the day. But that's why the Lord calling you back to what he say, repent. Repent, man.
That's right.
Feel remorseful. From your evil ways, turn back to the Lord. You know?
which we've done. And he say, see what he would do with you. Look what he's already done.
Right.
Look what he done with us. You know, we don't need to go into it. We know, each other individually. To a point. We know the type of wickedness we've done in our life. Look at this, man. Come on, man. So-called black men in America, in Miami, in the room talking about the Bible, man. Come on, man.
I got one,
Look what the
man.
Lord done did for us, man. Come on, man.
I don't know why y'all been smell shot.
In Miami, y'all.
This is one of the most wickedest, evilest place in the world.
Right.
You can do anything.
Hands down.
You can do anything over here.
Anything in
At
Miami.
any time.
Witchcraft or anything.
Right.
Anything, brother.
I got something right quick. I got something right quick. Proverbs 1:20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried from the chief place of concourse and the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her voice, her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and their scorners delight in their scorners, in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. But this is the point, verse 23. Alright? Turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I'll make known my words unto you. And all of us have, alright, the Lord has made known his words unto us. The Lord has poured out the spirit onto us, man. Alright? But it started by what, man? Alright, we repented. Now look at us now. Come on, man. We were just like these people, man. Alright? What Ephesians say, like what, the common air or something like that? We was walking just like these people, man. And look how the Lord had favor upon us. The Lord had favor upon Peter and who that was? Peter and Andrew. All right, follow me. John and Zebedee. Matthew. The different men. The Lord had favor upon those men. All right. Lord had favor upon Jeremiah. Jeremiah said, "I'm a child." Lord chose him. Don't call yourself a child. All right. I'm gonna send you wherever I'm gonna send you, and you're gonna tell them what it is, man.
Tell them what it is.
All right. Lord had favor upon Moses. Moses said, "Bro, I'm not good. I'm not eloquent. All right." Lord kind of got vexed with him. You know what? I'm gonna say a brother with you, man. All right.
They're gonna show you like when the Lord choose you,
Right.
you can do it, right?
Jonah.
Right? Because the elect, no matter what, if you don't want to get beaten up, you gonna get beaten up anyway. You're gonna be abducted.
Right.
You can't like not. When the king chooses you, that's it.
Jeremiah said, bro, I'm done prophesying.
Right.
It was burning. He was burning, bro.
Yeah, that's the king.
Come on,
The
man.
king of the universe. Who
Hey.
the Lord chose us to preach His word.
You gotta say so.
He chose us
You gonna do that
to herald His Son's coming. Right.
That's right.
Individually handpicked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Go. You gonna herald my son's return.
These set of brothers gonna be on this part of the earth. These brothers gonna be on this part. I'm gonna have these brothers in this city.
Yep.
The Lord bad.
And the Most High chose you because the Lord said it's not up to my choosing.
Right.
That's up to my Father. So really, you being a member of the elect, a member of the 144, the Most High chose you.
Yep, the Father.
Those that are dying are minds.
Yeah.
John 17.
Yeah.
You know? Come on.
That's right.
He the Father of spirits. He created those spirits. So at the end of the day, He chooses.
Yeah.
You know, I said John the 6th chapter, the 44th verse. You know, speak about that.
It ain't like he made the spirits and then did a eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I'm gonna use you. Nah, he made the elect spirits. He made them for this sole purpose.
Yeah, that's right.
He made you with the intention in mind for you to be doing this work in
Right.
the last days
That's right. That's right.
and endure to the end, and then be glorified.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will sift the house of Israel, not at least 3 should fall upon the ground. You know, that's the elect.
Hey, he hooked us up. The Lord hooked us up, man.
That's right.
Lord willing, we those men. He gave his, he hooked his son up. He gave his son's brothers.
Right.
All right, these are a group of men I want you to, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
These your men.
That's right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I gave these elect, they belong to you, son.
That's right. That's right. These your guys, they ain't gonna get plucked. The elect ain't gonna get plucked, you know. Yeah, man. You know.
I got a quick one.
Scripture say the elect ain't gonna get plucked out of the Lord's hand, I believe, too. You know? Yeah. You got something to what?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's the book of Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's going out of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So at the end of the day, you know, it's all the Lord's will. We don't have no control over it now. We don't have no say so.
Right. It's the Lord's will, man. The Lord's in control.
Because Moses didn't really want to go. He didn't want to go.
No, you didn't.
He said, "What?" He tried to talk his way, talk his way out of it. Like, he trying to talk your house out of not going.
Hey.
Bruh, it ain't gonna work.
Hey.
You gotta go.
I think, yeah, you got the Lord mad too. Lord gotta get frustrated.
Trying to talk you how much you got shot at going, man.
Hey.
It ain't gonna work, dog. You gotta go.
Jonah tried to run from the Lord. Jonah tried to butt. He tried to butt. The Lord brought that tempest. Who Lord is bringing this judgment? Cast a life on Jonah. You know?
Just throw me over, man.
That also brings us comfort too. You know what I'm saying? That's comfort, man.
That's comfort. That's comfort, man.
Go ahead,
Oh yeah, come here.
God, this is Ephesians chapter 1, verse 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of the children by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will. So, you know, the spirits of the elect, they've already been created since before the foundations of the earth. They have been predestinated for this. So now all the Lord is doing is just he's dispatching these spirits to the earth, and you know they're taking possessions of these carnal vessels to do his will, to prophesy the word of the Lord, and you know, and bring out this truth. Whether you be a prophet or you be a somebody that's helping the prophets.
Right.
And Christians will tell you that these men are just some men that the Lord had in the glass, like their spirits was just in the glass, and in the last days he broke the glass. All right, y'all get in the game. These the same men that you read in the Old Testament: Moses, King David, Aaron, Samson, the judges. These same men coming back in the last days.
Right.
You know, Christians want to tell you Abraham and Isaac, they didn't believe in who they call Jesus, so they're not of the 144,000. They're not of, you know.
What? That's crazy.
It's the same man coming back, but like the brother said, he upgraded, man.
That's right.
Right.
That's crazy. You know, you at the supermarket cutting them off in the cart, you know.
Right.
Cut
Giving them.
Fuck you! You know what I'm saying? But that's true though. The man in the bottom, you cursing them out and shit.
Right.
You dumping them and shit. Right. Oh yeah, you ain't the one for me. Oh, that's Isaac right there. I'm fucking just saying, you know.
That nigga crazy.
You know that's you. You know that was
That's Jeremiah,
that's
man.
right right now. Ezekiel.
Right.
With the J's on.
David of Isaac.
Yeah, because you know the scriptures say that. Yeah, Yahweh had to come down in the flesh.
Right.
We all had to come down in the flesh, and you know, change it. It's shitty.
With the J.
It's shitty, you know. The scriptures call it change of darkness.
Right.
But you know, hey, the Father's will had to be done. We don't fucking love being in these bodies.
Right.
We'd rather prefer to be extraterrestrial, man.
That's right.
That's weird. They love not their lives.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Bitch, you brother up. Oh man.
There's a little bit more on here.
Cuz, look.
Back to Ephesians chapter 1, verse 6, continuing to verse 6. To the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins according to the riches of his grace. Right, because we got redemption through, the blood of Christ, the blood of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
That's how, we've been redeemed. That word redemption is to redeem, which means to buy back.
Right.
So we got redemption now through the blood of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Wherein
Why
hath-
about Shemal Shah?
Call along like Hamashiach Shai. Wherein he hath abundant toward us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure, which he hath purposed in himself. Right, so these mysteries of the Bible, man, the mysteries of the scriptures have been given to the elect, only to understand. Not these other heathens or these other nations or the big nose people. It's only to the true men and women of the Lord, of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
That's right. Look, it say that in Sirach.
Right. It say you gotta know the mystery.
Right.
This to really understand this scripture, it's a lot to go with this, man. That's why the apostles say don't deal with these Christians. Because they can't get it. It's too deep.
Yeah, it's too deep.
You can't get it, man. You gotta understand reincarnation. You gotta understand predestination. You gotta understand the Most High only dealing with Israel.
Right.
But it's plain to us. But that's only because the Lord opened up our minds to get it.
That's right. See, I got something to back up Osh and Kukum.
It's a little more. I don't know what you got, but
Okay, because how you
hold
finish
that,
up?
hold that.
Oh,
Read the next verse and then.
Verse 10. That in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in Hamashiach, both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him.
So in the dispensation of time, at the end, in the last days, at the end of the world, he's gonna gather all that is in Hamashiach. That's how you know it's not just talking about men that just believe in these times. That's how you know it's talking about reincarnated spirits.
right.
Men that were been in this thing, been laboring in this thing in a past life. And there's a little more that you got.
Verse 11. In whom also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will,
Next verse.
that we should be to the praise of his glory, who first trusted in Hamashiach.
It's all about predestination. Like the brother, the brother Gabar said earlier, you know, it's I forgot exactly how you said it, but it goes back to what you did in your past life. You know, if we were already, if you of the elect, you are already laboring in this thing in your past life. So you was already sealed based upon what you already done. Now you coming back in this final carnation in these bodies, and the Lord has already has it set up whether you gonna endure to the end or whether you gonna fold.
Yep.
You know, it ain't like you was going hard body for your Yahweh Shemel Shah in your past lives, and now in this life you just gonna fold and go turn to a nigga.
Exactly.
And the last day before the, you know, before all ever, you just go and be a demon. Nah, the Lord already has it. Like the brother White brought out, man's goal is of the Lord. So if you're of the elect, the Lord gonna make you do righteousness.
That's right.
He gonna make you endure.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
And if you're not, he gonna make you go off. Just like he made Judas go off.
Yep. That's right.
So, you know.
Plain.
I have a scripture real quick. Back up what you said.
All right, go ahead, bro.
No, okay. 1 Corinthians 14:32, and the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So if you was a prophet back then, if you were doing the work back then, you'll be doing the work today.
That's it.
If you endured to the end back then, you go endure to the end now.
Right.
Exactly. You know, Paul said he had a crown laid up for him.
Right.
But he didn't get his crown yet, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. To be, and so we're back here to get our reward. That's
Right.
So, because that's what I'm saying, like Paul already said in the scriptures that we that are alive and remaining shall be caught up. So he knew he was going to get caught up already.
All right.
But he just got to wait.
Bro, and when you read what Art said, there's laid up a crown of righteousness. He said, not for me only, but also for those that love his appearing. Talk about the elect. All right, so
that what I said, we come back, we get our reward. So,
right.
Yeah, so you might say, so everything that you're about to receive is just going to be based off this one lifetime.
Nah.
Nah, man. You live many more lives before this.
Right. Job said that I'm going to be able to see my Lord. You know? So what, Job gonna come back and just fall out and then see his Lord? No, he gonna do what he gotta do and he gonna see his Lord.
Lord told, what was that?
Daniel?
John?
Yeah, John.
He said, thou shalt stand in thy lot.
Right.
He said the same thing to Daniel.
Right.
Which is, you know,
Right.
same spirit.
Right.
Stand in thy lot. And you gonna do what you've been doing.
Hey, 1044. Shut. I got something right quick. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach chapter 3 and verse 19. Many are in high place and of renown, but mysteries are revealed unto the meek. Alright, so the mysteries are revealed unto the meek, the elect. Alright? They're revealed unto the meek, the elect, man. Alright? We got the mysteries.
That's right.
Alright?
I got a quick one right here. This is Luke chapter 10, verse 24. It says, for I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Right, so, these prophets that were back in the old times prophesying, they were wanting to see Yahweh Shai return. But just because those men weren't able to see, Yahweh Shai return, unto them back in those times, doesn't mean they're not be able to see Yahweh Shai return unto, these times. Because, you got regeneration. You got a resurrection that exists. So all these men that existed before, man, they're going to see Yahweh Shai come back in these times. Because, the spirits are back in their lot now.
When you read Acts 1, is it now that you shall restore the kingdom of Israel? They wanted it back then. But guess what? They had to endure. They had to die, Come on, man.
Regeneration.
Right.
Yeah, it's like,
Right. Hey, Hebrews 11 tell you, those perish not receiving the promise, It's something like that, man.
They did. Without us, they can be perfect. They can be perfect.
Yep.
So yeah, let's get some final precepts.
Yeah, brothers, man.
What else? Closing statements. You just don't know?
I have a precept.
I would say something right there.
I go ahead.
Which makes sense, Spirit revealed that the population is going up. It reached 8 billion. Makes sense because all these people are coming back in their lots.
Ezra spoke about that.
Sure.
Why don't you just bring everybody on Earth and present them all at once?
Come back to
It's what he's about to do, right?
That's right. That's right.
You know what? I'm gonna take you up on that
I'll
whole
take it down.
Everybody's talking with it.
I like that. I like that.
Anybody else? Say yes on one?
Yeah.
It does.
Deuteronomy 29:29. It says, the secret things belong unto the Lord our power. But those things which are revealed belong unto us, unto our children forever, that we may do all the words of his law. So, at the end of the day, secret things belong to the Most High, but those things are revealed, it belongs to the nation of Israel, man. And I tell you, Deuteronomy, the 4th chapter, this is our wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations, man. The Lord gave us the law, statutes, and commandments, for us to follow the ways, and that's how it's going to be in the kingdom too. We're going to have to teach it to the other nations. That's right. They're going to have to come to us. They're going to have to come worship. Come up at Jerusalem to come. Learn of our ways. You see? Well, that's it.
Yeah, one last precept. This is 1 Peter 3 and verse 14. But if ye suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. Right, man. So, hey, we gonna go through shit. Esau gonna put us through shit. But guess what? It's for us to be, purified, to the coming of Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. So,
Close out, man.
with that, when he was edified, we're gonna give our praises too.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Chakodash.
Double honors to our apostles and elders of great mills that taught us his truth. Peace and blessings to the sincere alchemists that split in the truth and all true sincerity around the folk of the earth. Gingerly to you, I say shalom.
Shalom.
Ba ba ba.
Ba ba ba.